At that time, there were seniors who were here earlier and they used to come and used to bring like a Xerox copier machine for the medical college or slide projectors for the medical college and some small donations and things like that. And we all were very happy because when we were writing notes after reading some unusual books from library, we would write it down in our own handwriting, papers, notes, used to preserve those. I don't think our kids are going to know all those things. Those things have become matter of past. So now the medical colleges have become a business. In our times when we all studied there, it wasn't a business. Now it's a business. And therefore, the kind of help that may be needed may also be different. And I think the help may be needed more in terms of concepts rather than in terms of kind. Like donating some money or other things. I don't think matters a whole lot. They can support some programs here. That's how I would look at it. So what we need to provide is the concepts. An important concept which I have been talking since my student days and teacher days has been establishing priorities in healthcare. Because everywhere in Ahmedabad, whether private hospitals or public hospitals, are in a rush to make hospitals like they are in America. I don't think we need hospitals like what they are in America. Are the pregnant women still going to the hospitals with hemoglobins of 5 grams? That is a priority. Are people still dying of diarrhea, tuberculosis? Is everybody with tuberculosis getting the medications? Those are the priorities. If we can take these concepts of priorities to the medical education somehow, during our visits, I'm sure many of us are going there, whether we can establish some network with people there, establishing network amongst ourselves is definitely a good thing. And main purpose of that, in my opinion, would be just to ruminate the past, meet with those hearts and minds which were at their peak of enthusiasm and where moral values were probably getting hold of our brains and the calculations of life had still not entered. And we were all in that enthusiasm of youth, and that is what we should be coming here together for. I was reading on WhatsApp. I don't, by the way, don't do a lot of WhatsApps and others except when the grandchildren started and their pictures. It was now ting in last week that I was reading with interest. And that is where I was reading, somebody was asking what would be the dress code. And I felt like writing the dress code of 80s or 90s. That should be the dress code. Like what we were before, and we would like to see each other in that form and shape, if we can do that. And that is how we would like to meet. Because these relationships were established when we were not calculating about life or about career or about anything. There was no thought like that. It was just peak of youthfulness and enthusiasm. That would be the major purpose of these associations. And networking we need to do is with Ahmedabad, our own institutes, and try to impart these priorities in education. And we did start that priorities in education there. Like education technology, we started training of teachers, because anybody who becomes teacher would start teaching whatever comes to their minds, without knowing what are the priorities and what really needs to be taught. And therefore we did workshops on education technology. And now you would be happy to know that NHL Municipal Medical College is recognized as a training center for teachers all over India. It's a national level training institute for teachers, medical teachers. And people come there from Assam and Calcutta and everywhere. And it has been a recognized education technology center. So some such concepts and enriching those concepts and try to see if we can implement those is, in my opinion, one of the most fundamental ways of doing things. We can go on forever, but I would leave room for other suggestions. Thank you.